talked about introduction to textile, where we learned about the various basic textile themes such as the warp, the web, the bias, the savage. We talked about a loom, which is the weaving machine, and we talked about what fabric construction method, where we discussed how these fabrics are being produced, that it's gotten from fiber, then the fiber is twisted to yarn, and the yarn is then constructed to what? Of fabrics. And we also talk about other methods of fabric construction such as crocheting and what? Knitting. So today in our class we are going to go further on textiles by discussing on the classes and properties of fibers, because we said fibers is the word fundamental unit, or you can say is the word basic hair-like unit used in the production of what? Fabric. So what is needed for a fabric construction is what? A fiber. And now in this class we are going to be discussing firstly the types of what? Fibers. We have just two types of fibers, the natural fibers and the synthetic fibers, and we are going to narrow it down to just the natural fibers for this class. We are going to be discussing on the four examples of natural fibers, because two of them are gotten from plant cells, the other two they are gotten from what? Animal cells. And we are also going to be discussing on their properties, meaning their characteristics of these what? Various fibers. So
classes and properties of fibers. Now, what is a fiber? A fiber is defined as the hair-like strand that is very small in diameter in relation to its length, incapable of being woven into a fabric. It can also be defined as the fundamental unit or the building blocks used in the making of textiles, yarn, and fabrics. So what are we trying to say? The fibers are the fundamental hair-like structure units used in the making of what? Fabrics and what? Yarn. You can see from these images the different types of fibers and their various what? Colors. We have raw cotton fibers, wool fibers, pure silk fibers, polyester fibers, and flax fibers. So now let's know what these fibers are all about, and that will bring us to the classification of fibers. Fibers is classified into two groups. We have the natural fiber and the man-made or artificial or synthetic fibers. The natural fibers is grouped into two. We have the plant fibers and the animal fibers. Under the plant fibers, we have two examples there. We have the cotton and the lining fibers, while under the animal fibers, we have the wool and the silk fibers. That will bring us to man-made or synthetic fibers. We have two types of man-made or synthetic fibers. We have the cellulose-based and non-cellulose based. Under the cellulose base, we have the rayon and acetate. Under the non-cellulose base, we have nylon and polyester. You can see from this image the classification of fibers. We have cotton, we have flax, we have wool, we have silk, we have angora and chamera. Plant fibers are made from cellulose, while animal fibers are made from protein. Note that the plant fibers are from cellulose and animal fibers are from what? Protein. These are all examples of natural fibers. So in this module, we are going to be discussing on just natural what? Fibers. Now, what are natural fibers? Natural fibers, as we said earlier, can be gotten from plants, which are line fibers and cotton fibers, and it can also be gotten from animals. Example are the silk fiber and the wool fiber. You can see from the image here. That will bring us to wool fibers. Wool is an animal fiber and is gotten from the hair or fleece of sheep, the hair of a camel, Angora rabbit or Angora goat can also be used. So we can get wool from either the fleece of sheep, the hair of a camel, or Angora rabbit or goat, and is commonly produced in temperate countries such as Australia, New Zealand, and etc. You can see from this image, this is the image, a picture of sheep. We said it's gotten from the fleece of sheep, so you can see that you can use your knife to cut off the fleece of the sheep carefully. You can see the body of the sheep. These are the fleece of the sheep. This is what they use in the production of wool fiber. And we said they can also use Angora rat, camel, or Angora goat. Now let's talk on the properties of these wool fibers. One, it makes a very absorbent fabric. What do we mean by absorbent? Meaning it can soak water very well. It is stronger when wet than when dried. It flex or shrink easily, especially when treated with hot water. This means that it stops stretching and reduces in size. What are we trying to say here? When you put it in hot water, it reduces size. That's shrinking. It's not looking like its original size. It can absorb moisture very well without appearing damp. Because we said before that it can absorb moisture, but the good thing about it is that it won't look like it. It won't show that it is wet. It won't show that it is soaked. That's without appearing damp. And also, it is very warm to wear and is a non-conductor of heat. It retains body heat. It is readily affected by bleach. Bleaching it can affect the texture of the wool fabric. It gives the smell of burning feather when burnt. The way the burning feather smells, that's how a wool fabric smells when it's being burnt. It's attacked by cloth moths and other insects. And that will bring us to the second fibers, which is cotton fibers. Cotton fiber is the vegetable fiber, or we can say plant fibers in quotes. It is made from cotton balls of the cotton plant. Cotton plant grows in northern areas of Nigeria and many other countries such as Egypt, China, America, and India. You can see from the image here the cotton plant and the cotton balls. You can see the full feed of a cotton plant and their cotton balls. So they are vegetable fibers or plant fibers. So now let's know their properties. So properties of cotton fibers. It absorbs moisture quickly, same as that of a wool fibers, which is an animal fibers. Good. It's stronger when wet than when dried. It is reasonably strong and durable. It lasts long. It's a good fabric. It's strong and don't tear easily, and it will last long. It creases or wrinkles but irons very well. What do we mean by creasing? That's why I said or wrinkles. when some of our fabrics, you don't iron, you just throw them somewhere else, and when you bring it out, you see lines on it. That's the creasing. So it creases or wrinkles. You see lines, wrinkles. You even say, mom, dad, my cloth is rumpled, my uniform is rumpled, I need to iron it. So the good thing about a cotton fabric, which is a plant fiber, is that it irons very well. Even when it's rumpled easily, or ironing it, it gets straight and fine. It comes out well when ironed. It washes easily and moth proof, unlike that of a wool that can be affected by moth. It is cool and comfortable to wear. It does not fray easily and does not slip during sewing. What do you mean by fraying? It does not lose easily. That's fraying. It burns easily in flame and gives off the smell of burning paper. So the smell you get when burning a cotton fabric is that of a burning paper. It can withstand hot water and so can be boiled. It can be dyed easily and shrinks when washed. And that will bring us to the next fabric, which is linen fiber. Linen is a vegetable fiber. I give two examples, cotton and linen. It is gotten from the stem of flower plant, as you can see in the image. Look at the plant there. The flower plant grows in countries like France, Belgium, Russia, Northern Ireland. It is not produced in Nigeria. Properties of linen fibers. It is stronger than cotton. It increases in strength when wet. So when wet, it's even looking stronger than when it's dried. It is absorbent and cool towards wear. Okay? It is a good conductor of heat and it therefore carries heat away from the body. It dries slowly, meaning when laundering it takes time for it to get dried. It creases badly, meaning it gets rumpled very, very badly. It frays badly and easily, meaning it gets loose on time easily and badly. It can stand high temperature and therefore can be boiled and hot iron. You can iron it, not just you can use very hot iron to iron it, and you can boil it because why? It can withstand high temperature. It burns easily and gives off the smell of a burning paper. That will bring us to sleek fibers. Sleek fiber is an animal fiber. It is produced by silkworm from its cocoon. Sleek is produced chiefly in France, Italy, China, and Japan. You can see the silkworm and the cocoon and the fiber it makes. So the cocoon is where the pupa, the larva stays, and when it grows and matures to a silkworm, it comes out of the cocoon. So that's what they use in the manufacturing of sleek fibers, as you can see from this image. Now we go to the properties of sleek fibers. You can see how beautiful the fabrics from sleek fibers looks like. One, it's a very strong fiber and warm to touch. It is smooth, fine, and has natural luster. What we mean by natural luster, meaning shining. Yeah, it's gently shining light that is reflected from the surface. You can see the fabric is shiny. That's the natural. It comes on its own and it's looking fine and beautiful, looking smooth. It is springy or elastic, meaning it can return back to its original size. It can withstand creasing, meaning you hardly see wrinkles or lines on it. Can withstand it. It absorbs moisture easily. It is weak when wet. It hangs or drips well, meaning it can remove water very well and straight. It gives a feather smell when burnt. As you can see, it is shining. Remember we said they have natural lustrous, so that means gentle shining light that is reflecting from the surface of the fabric. And we also said it doesn't creases badly. And that will bring us to the end of natural fibers. And hope you've learned something on natural fibers. Remember to answer the assignment before the video on your notes. So see you in our next class, where we are going to be discussing the other type of fiber, which is synthetic fibers. Bye bye.